So, what do you want to work on in your community?
This is a world premiere. This is a world.
So if you've been following along with the series, you know that we've looked at how to define your community, how to build relationships that will be necessary in order to build a movement in your community, and also how to simply hold a meeting, what to do when people come in a room, how to work in a way that's organized and effective. And today we're going to look a little bit at how to identify an issue that's going to be compelling enough for the people in your community to stay focused and stay engaged around that issue as you build your movement. Try to start with something positive. Talk to people in your community about the things they cherish most and the things they'd be willing to work to protect. Are any of those things potentially at risk? Is there a place, a condition, or a resource that's in danger of being lost? You might even try some visioning in your group to help them really understand fully the world it is that they want to see. What is preventing your community from realizing their vision? Can you pinpoint a cause, or is more investigation needed? Not only is it important to focus on many of the issues that are affecting your community, but figuring out the ways that these issues might be interconnected. You may see links between lack of education, low wages, parents who have to work long hours, unsupervised youth, crime and high rates of incarceration. This kind of an intersectional approach will be very useful, especially if you have a group where people can't agree on what issue to take on first. It'll be especially useful if you can demonstrate how working on any one of these issues will have an impact in other areas. Regardless, you want you and your group to select an issue that is going to have wide support. Also important is how you frame your issue. Framing your issue is important because how you frame it is going to make the difference between whether people become engaged or not, and whether or not you can win the sympathy of allies. For example, working on the water issue here in Detroit, that could have been framed as an issue of people being able to afford the cost of water, which would have led to a different type of fight than framing it as a human rights issue, which brought the United Nations into the picture, which brought attention to the entire world. So obviously, I can't tell you what's going to be most compelling to you and to the people in your community. I'm just going to offer a few questions for you to think about. Does the issue affect a significant portion of the people in your community? What are the chances of succeeding, and will the benefits of succeeding be worth the time and effort that's put in? Does your group have the resources to address this issue, or know where to access the resources needed to address the issue? Is working on this issue about providing equity for all, or will addressing this issue in a particular way deprive others of their fair share? Is that issue at the root of the problem, or is it merely a symptom? Is it an issue, or is it really just a solution in disguise? I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. Someone in your group might feel like there is a weak police presence in your neighborhood. Now, is a weak police presence an issue, or would a stronger police presence be the solution to something like crime or some other public safety issue? And the crime itself might be the symptom of another underlying issue in your community, like poverty, bigotry, trauma. Does everyone in your group understand the issue enough to make a decision about whether to address it or how to address it effectively? What are the issues that are most important to you and your community? How did you select those issues? What are the ways that you were able to get buy-in from lots of people in your community? That's it for this video. Like it if you like it. Share, comment, subscribe. This is Reg signing off. Love yourself. Peace.
And I love myself.